So similar to Dan, I changed my thoughts on what to say at this point several times, and I'm actually still not sure quite what to say, so bear with me. So we are, or I should speak for myself, I'm both thrilled and a bit emotional about our 20 years birthday. And to be honest, the actual motivation to create these hats that you may have seen, our 20th anniversary celebration hats, is really to cover an increasing number of gray hair. And so we were created 20 years ago and we founded the center with the goal to use technology to build a better legal system. And that really was a little bit out there at the time. Certainly, I remember several colleagues at the law school at Stanford who raised their eyebrows a little bit about this concept. And I think that has changed quite a bit. And this law school and broader university communities generally excited about tech for law and its role in training our students and other stakeholders to succeed in this rapidly changing world. As our former dean, actually several deans ago, Dean Kathleen Sullivan once said, lawyers are social engineers. And I think that description fits even better for legal technologists and our CodeX community. In my opinion, this community shares a passion to get things right in the legal system. And the law in its current form might not always get things right, and people have different opinions, but there's some general principles, like the rule of law, which you heard several times already today, that most of us share, and we need to use our skills as legal engineers and as lawyers and our passion as legal change agents to protect those principles. I think more than ever, our CodeX community is called upon to use its talents to build for the future. We here at CodeX and at Stanford will continue to do our research, our teaching, and our community activities. And we need all of your input and collaboration to work on the right problems and to propel us forward. So we're going to show a little celebratory video that Stanford Video has put together for us to mark this important moment in the history of our center. I want to thank you quickly, Monica Peschke-Suhr from Stanford Law School Communications, as well as Amy Hu from Stanford Video for creating this video. And so without further ado, let's roll it. If there was an aha moment that inspired us to start CodeX, a few folks actually here at Stanford, including Harry Surden, Josh Walker, Mike Chinesset, Professor Peggy Radin, we decided to have a workshop to think about, the role of technology in the future of our legal system. And we said, why not sort of create a lab or a center that sits between the law school and the computer science department with a mission, thinking about ways that information technology can make the legal system more efficient. And legal empowerment through information technology became our guiding theme, our motto.
It was the computational law laboratory, how can we help people? Right? There's a lot of amazing intellectual stuff. It was inspiring to see how law and computer science intersected and resonated and are profoundly connected with each other.
CodeX fit a really great place because it would be a place where not just where you would do research, but where people could bring ideas for changes in technology and things that could be done to improve legal services, and we would help nurture them, and you could actually take them out into the world. No other law school had really done, but that fit so nicely with the ethos of Stanford and Silicon Valley and all of that.
That's really the Stanford spirit that CodeX has brought forward, is this interdisciplinarity, this idea to think outside the box. Very few law schools, and really Stanford was largely the epicenter of this with CodeX was focused on how can technology improve law, legal practice? Can computer science teach us anything about law and different ways to think? And now we have a true established center here, a home for the legal tech community in much of the world.
But I also think Stanford offers an opportunity that no other school in the country offers for people who actually are interested in developing and building the tools for legal technology. We've spun out an enormous number of startups here. We run FutureLaw. We've got in Silicon Valley a law school that produces entrepreneurs and new companies, right? And that's something you're not going to find anywhere else.
What I advise students to do is that if they have particular interest in technology, we have great centers like CodeX where they can get a deeper understanding of the intersection of technology and law.
If you think you're too big for the small things, don't be surprised if you're too small for the big things. CodeX was not too big for the small things. We were there trying to etch out everything we could with what we had. And as a result, I think we are best positioned for dealing with the extremely complicated, extremely heavy questions of what do we do in a world where computers can read or computers can adjudicate. As AI gets further and further, I think the work we did before computers could do much has brought together the right community, the right mix of folks. I can't guarantee we'll get it right, but I think it gives us our best chance.
The fundamental motto that we have at CodeX is legal empowerment through technology. And so this is at the core of our mission, and every version of every tool we think about building and researching, our minds and our first priority is making it accessible to everyone.
We start asking, what are the ways in which we can use this technology to make the world a better place, to improve the deliverance of legal services, to allow people actual better access to the rights and remedies that our laws confer upon them.
At the time I was doing my undergrad in Slovenia, where things in the legal tech were just not happening yet, and I then found CodeX with many engagements openly available on the internet. All of a sudden I was in an international community that was much more interdisciplinary, so things got easier. For me, CodeX has a special place. It was kind of the cornerstone that kept me going and led me to where I am today.
This is actually the hub of where students and faculty and industry are interacting. CodeX has been a tremendous convener of talent. This has not just had an impact within the Stanford, Silicon Valley, and the law community that we touch, but because of how we've influenced some of the largest players in legal technology, we've had an impact nationally and around the world.
I think CodeX has been instrumental in how I think about my future and what I want to go into. I think I've really discovered here this intersection of law and computation that is very fascinating to me.
There are many individuals like me for whom CodeX has been a constant career partner and accelerator. At an individual level, it has been game-changing for our industry and has been the catalyst for many successful new businesses, business models, and academic work.
I still think we've only scratched the surface of things, and there's so much more that we have to do. The legal system is far from being perfect. I think CodeX should be the place for people to connect and sort of chart the future of the legal system. And I invite you all to join us. I think there's a wonderful community here, and become a part of it.
As the new dean of Stanford Law, I congratulate the leaders of CodeX for 2 decades of remarkable accomplishment and look forward to what it has in store for us in the next chapter.